How to sew those packets with round corners, bottom corners, so smoothly. I'm going to show you today. So there are two ways how to get these pockets done smoothly. I'm going to show you two ways. One is using a top stitch, and the second one it's using a template. So the template is the simplest. It just takes you a little bit more time to prepare yourself to do it. So if you're doing one or two pieces, it's quicker to do it with this top stitch. If you're doing multiple pieces, then it's better to use the templates, but I'm going to show you both. So let's start with the template. So this is the pattern I used to cut the pieces out. So if you see, this is the seam allowance. Top is wider, of course, it's 3/4, and then the rest of it's 1/2 inch. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to cut off all the seam allowance around it, and we're just going to keep this finished size pocket. So in this case, I'm going to use this cardboard. This is basically some of my priority mail boxes. I couldn't find anything else. I'm going to have to sacrifice one of these. And I'm going to use this super spray glue on the back of this. And I have to glue it on the cardboard and then cut it out. It's glued on. Now I'm going to cut it out. The reason why I'm doing this is because when you use a template, it has to be strong enough so you can use the steamer to go around it. So I'm cutting this one right now. I'm not going too straight, but and then when you cut it out, of course you have to go on the line. So I missed it a bit here. Just gonna go and make it straight, because whatever imperfection you leave on the template is just gonna show on your pocket. If you see here, this is the regular pattern, and this is the cutout template. The template has to be the final size of your pocket. Now I'm going to overlap the top side so I can do the top stitch. One pocket, two pockets. So I'm gonna do one with each method. If you see, I went ahead and did the embroidery on this one. I still need to trim a few stitches, and I traced the 3/4 inches seam allowance. That way it's perfect. And then I use my steamer to press it down so it looks perfect. So now if you see on the outside, there are some points that disappear. Those are little chalks that disappear with steam. And then I go ahead and do the second one. I press, because this garment has two pockets, and I missed the first time. So if you miss the first time, it's just because I was trying to avoid touching the camera, and then I missed aligning it right. Now I'm doing the top stitch. Since I already steamed up, so I just need to be stretch down the bottom layer out. I stretch out the bottom layer a little bit more, and then look how nice it came out. That's why a lot of people like to steam, because then it's already set. You just need to kind of go straight from that point and on. Good. So now this is where our template comes into play. So this is the most important thing is the round corner. So what you do here, I'm just tracing it, just so I know. So what you do here, you create a top stitch, but make sure you're stitching it's to the highest. Then I'm going around it, not exactly on the line where I need to turn them, but just around it. Then here's a trick: you leave some thread when you cut it. I'm not sure if you saw the first time I did it. So basically, I think my hands are on the way. So you basically kind of pick the thread you left hanging, and you kind of pull it. That way your corners are being formed right there. This is one way to do it. This is super quick. See, you still need to steam it up, but at least the corners are ready to do. Now we're gonna go with, this is the first way. Now we're gonna go to the next option. The second way to do it is placing your template on the center, and then make sure it's aligned. Then on the round corners, if you want to call it that way, you just kind of gather all the fabric in the corner, and then you just go like that. You hold the steamer for a bit, and you see how round it is. You do the same thing on the other corner. I'm going to focus it on this corner this time. Do the same thing. You hold, you press it a bit long, like as long as it's formed. Then now you have your pocket ready. Now we're gonna set it on the garment I'm working on. This is the first option we did. So I just follow the mark I created with chalk, and I'm pressing it up. It's a little bit more, I call it, you have to have a little bit more control of what you're doing, instead of with the template you just control the corners and that's it. But it works out as well. See, it's here. Now I'm sewing the pocket on the body. These pockets go on the front of a some sort of jacket, and then since it's already pressed up, it's easy just to kind of sew them on. This is the pocket I did with the template. See how good it looks. Now sewing on the other pocket. If you see my hand, it's important that you see my hand, how I'm handling it. I put my fingers like on a curved position. See. My foot fell off because I just kind of put it temporarily. But here it is. Here's the pocket, finished size. Here are the pockets, guys. This is how you handle a corner pocket, kind of round on the bottom. Now you know how to sew some pockets with the round bottom corner. Two strategies: one using the top stitch, and the other one using the template. The template's the best, but it takes a little bit longer, as I explained at the beginning. But whichever way you go, now you know. Thanks for following Kill Sewing World channel, and see you next time.